Do you guys ever hang preset stands? And if you do, and if you don't, why don't you?
I
For
do on
you and Dan.
private land, and the reason I do is because some spots are just good spots all the time. I also hang them for observation sits, um, but those preset stands, I don't hunt them over and over again because it usually just educates animals. So I do most of my hunting mobily, but on private land, I have access to it, especially if it's exclusive access. Then I hang some presets.
Yeah, I have a few too, and they are all in observation sets, and then I'll kind of use my beast stand kind of the rest of the time. Um, I have very few. I can't think of any anymore. We have a couple like big ladder stands for gun hunting, for just opening day kind of setting on a field edge type deal. Um, but other than that, that's how I use my and I'll tell you this one thing about my preset stands is I treat them just like my mobile setups. Like I I do all kinds of things. Those the cheap ladders and stuff. I'll spray bed liner on the steps to make sure they're not slippery and they're tacky, so I'm not making noise climbing up on them. And I stealth strip some areas, and if there's like little clips and stuff, I'll tape them up and all that. I make sure everything's good and quiet on them, and I even paint them camouflage. Just I don't know why, I just do. But yeah, I hung one just the other day um, over a kind of an observation sit spot.
How often do you hunt yours, Josh?
The one I hung the other day, I probably won't hunt. Not very often. I last year I set in one, probably twice. I probably set in this one twice in an observation sit, and then I saw a nice buck come out of a bedding area, probably 200 yards from where I was sitting, and then from there I jumped around with my B stand, trying to hunt him down.
I
And
probably hunted in preset stands about 5 or 6 times last year, and I think I hit one of them twice.
yeah, um, we built my dad almost shot a nice buck out of a shooting house last year, but we have it in a spot that's not like what you would think of shooting house would be in. It's actually in a pretty good location. It's on a waterway in between two fields. Has been there for 10 years too, but um, we do have that thing too. But I didn't set in it last year.
So for me, the reason why I don't hunt presets very often is because um, I've never had really super results doing that. My very largest bucks have come mainly from your first time sit in an area, and if it's not my first time sit, it's the first time for the year. And I've had much more luck out of preset stands on your 2 and 3 year old bucks than my averages go way up. But as far as tricking the mature bucks, they seem to learn real quick where those presets are. And I try to beat that by just not over hunting the presets or over going to them. But still, they seem to go around them. And even when I go in to like Dave's farm and I walk around in the wintertime in the snow, I notice that the tracks from the mature bucks seem to go through the woods in a way of getting around every one of those preset stands, even though there seems to be a preset stand everywhere there should be one from over the years of hunting there. Every time you develop a good spot, you end up leaving a stand there. And the main reason I put stands there and left them there and had so many there is because Dave got cancer and he really just couldn't put up mobile stands anymore. So we acquired a whole bunch of permanents and put them up, but it just kind of like killed those spots. However, he did shoot the very biggest buck we ever got off the farm out of a preset. The big one he shot the year before he died. But that deer wouldn't come to the stand. He wouldn't come near it. He stayed way back, and Dave actually took a 45-yard shot at it.
Yeah, that answered my question. I see about the same amount.
Yeah,
I'm getting away from that preset stand. I have a couple, and that's it. But yeah, I see that on public land. The stands are preset, and you see the trail skirting around them,
yep.
40, 50 yards out around them. I see that a lot.
I've actually done pretty good on when a preset's in a really good position, you look 40, 50 yards downwind, right where the cover starts, where the transition changes. And man, you'll find where those bucks are skirting out of the bed and going around that stand.
Hey everybody, if you like the channel, make sure you subscribe right here. And if you like the clips, I got 2 more options for you. 2 options right here. Subscribe right here. See you guys.